long as you're
Welcome
not,
to Still
that's all that
Talking
matters.
Uncut. Jesus Christ. Welcome to Still Talking Uncut. I'm your host, Big Easy, joined by my co-host, Sean Rigsby. Got a special duo joining us tonight, Mr. and Mrs. Bennett Peach. How y'all doing?
I love how they introduce you as Mr. Bennett Peach now.
I'll take it.
That was my design. I'm glad you
I
caught
mean,
that.
she is the brains of the operation.
Man, this shit went sideways before it even kicked
The
off.
brains and the beauty.
She's got it all. You're just the muscle, huh?
Yeah, I guess. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you're handsome.
Well, I'm going to be the first person to comment on this. I noticed you've got your beard today still.
Yeah, I've noticed that
Yep.
too.
Oh, yeah, I did hear something I needed to do. Hold on a second.
Hey, Sean, you're getting a lot of glare from your light above you.
Oh, I got one hair for the money that Josh did get.
All right. Yeah, we'll just, the name that shall not be mentioned.
Well, honestly, I
That's not
promoted
worse.
I promoted this podcast on my my TikTok, so I may or may not have some people from my page that are wanting an update. So if anybody can kind of clue them in on the situation briefly, I don't want to spend the entire time on it, but briefly let them know what happened. I tried to on my page, but sometimes it doesn't go that far. So
Much better, Sean. You got a dirty camera. So, Bennett still got his beard. If that doesn't tell you what happened, and that's what it is, partial payment was made, not full. Is that it's more than what most of us expected. Yeah, I will say that, but it still leaves a sour taste on a lot of folks' mouths, and it ain't right, and it just ain't right, and when it ain't right, it ain't right. So
it ain't what we hoped, but it was better than nothing.
Yeah, but that definitely. Hopefully, it's not
the end of it. Yeah,
Yes.
Hopefully we can hope and pray, and maybe you never know. Maybe some balls will drop and man up and do his shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's still theft at this point. It is, and I think that we've all done all that we can really do for the most part, and I think it's in the internet's hands now.
And it sure is in the internet's hands.
So
it is publicer.
Hey, there's no reason to apologize. When you're standing up for the voiceless, and these folks are voiceless in this because of certain situations. Well, sometimes it's your duty to stand up and do what's right for the people that need help. And if that's what you got to do, there ain't no apologizing or anything about it. If you're doing what you feel is right, and let's be for real, it's right, then that's what it is. There's always going to be haters no matter what you do, especially if you do something well. And so you just got to shrug off the people that got an issue, because anybody that has an issue with it they're, you just never know.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak for anybody, but I don't see an issue in speaking up for these gentlemen at all. And, it ain't no different than speaking up for the Kentucky folks or speaking up for, anybody else when they're in need, or going above and beyond and helping out a buddy when they need something. It's kind of our thing. It's what we all do here. It's what we're all about. We see a fellow in need, especially a fellow shiner. We're going to do anything we can to do what we can to help that person. And you kind of, it weeds itself out, and who the real people are in this community, and who the real deal ain't.
So can I ask a question without?
You can ask whatever you'd like.
What is the deal with the Kentucky floods thing? Because I had gotten from a few of the lives and a few of the comments and stuff that there were some. There was some tomfoolery going on there. Like, what was the deal with that? Why was he in charge of getting any money from that? And who was supposed to get the money? How was that supposed to go down?
Oh, I mean, I don't have all the details. I can just say what I've heard and kind of what I know. He's quiet because he's sitting next to Pete, Sean.
I've noticed.
Peterman busted you. But, you know.
Oh.
You can talk, you know.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. So, you know, I mean, it comes down to it, you know, everybody, we all see each other as a trustworthy individual. Whether, you know, when I meet another man, I shake his hand. I don't go in being like, hey, man, that dude's a piece of shit. I go in giving that man the benefit of the doubt and respecting him for who he is and what he does and in his heritage, you know? And so it's up to that point. It's up to that person to burn that bridge and make you see them how they really are. They can either be who they present and be the man that everybody else wants to see and they want to be like, or you could be a piece of shit. And, you know, your true colors come out in the end. And so, you know, I'd imagine, I'm pretty sure that he put on the benefit for the flood victims. You know, that was all his doing.
Yep.
And all this money was donated, raffles, you know, what people give when people in need. And at the end of it, it was, hey, I donated all this money to a church and they donated it for me. And, you know, who am I to second guess what this man says or what he says? Because, you know, at the time it seems like it's on the up and up, you know, like everything's cool. Everybody loves each other. This is just a big thing. And so, you know, that money got donated, you know, and goes along. Some terrible incidents happen with Craig and Josh, you know, and what's the Moonshine community do? They get together, a group of guys get together to donate things. And I imagine they decided to put the guy in charge who already had experience in running a giant raffle that brings in tens of thousands of dollars and making sure everything goes the way it is, because in everybody's eyes, everything was done on the up and up. Kentucky people got their money, and, you know, and so I could see how that could happen. But, you know, when you get into where you know the people that are supposed to get the money, you know, like that's where it is. Like when it goes to Kentucky, like who you going to call and ask? You know what I'm saying? Who you going to find out? But when it comes down to it, and like you can call person A or person B and be like, hey, bro, it's been 6 months. Did you get your money? And they're like, no. Or, oh, I only got part of it. Well, that there is a lot different, because now you have accountability. There's accountability by the people where there wasn't before. And, you know, and usually when you do something like that and you're caught in it, it definitely brings up, you know, the bad shit that you did before. And
That's
people
right.
start wondering, hey, what happened to that money? What happened to that money? And from what I've heard, it's all a lie. The church doesn't know anything about anything. And you know, it's all a lie. And so that's where that is right now. Where it goes from there, I have no idea. I know somebody who did some digging and got some answers. I see you smiling, Bennett. and you know, they got the answers without letting them know, and it all seems legit. And I believe a few people are looking to hear back from other folks, and just to confirm all that. But I mean, let's be for real. Like, nobody got their money. The people that got that money was him. You know, and he supported it, whether it was, you know, or whatever he's using it for, to transition into something else, or anything along the line. You just never know. It's just, but either way, it's theft, and it ain't right. You know, you don't steal from anybody to begin with, unless, you know, you're robbing from the rich to help the poor. But, you know, you definitely don't steal from the people who have no voice and who are disabled, you know, at the time. So,
yep. Look, all you have is your honor and your word as a person. And once you lose that, it's gone. I mean, you know, you're a man of your word or you're not. So that's all I got to say about that situation.
Yeah, you know, and so I think from here on out, the best thing to do, you know, we've put it out there. The boys over at American Whiskey put themselves out there to help us get answers, or at least bring that to the forefront. I know they caught flack for it. I'm gonna shoot it straight. that was something that was presented to them. That wasn't their idea. And it was like, and it was presented to them like, hey man, would you be willing to do this? Because it was a lot of what ifs. Who knows this, who knows that, and Big Stur's just like, bro, we got y'all. Y'all love us. You've taken us in like family. Yep. We'll put ourselves on the line for this. And, I believe that they got answers and they got guarantees from the person, and he didn't follow through. And it really, a lot of us knew, but that really was the icing on the cake to the whole situation. So, thanks, Big Stirs. Thank you, Uncle Joey. Appreciate y'all putting yourselves out there. Stirs, I appreciate you being a man of your word and shaving your beard.
Oh, that was crazy.
That's you stepped up. You're a man of your word, and just like just like any one of us, we're all men of our word. We're gonna tell you we're gonna do something. We're gonna do it, and that's what it's all about. It's all about love. We're here to love one another, and in order to get along, we all got to get along, and we all get along a lot easier and better together. If I need something, I can make a phone call. But you bet your ass, if I stole some money from Sean, he wouldn't help me if I needed his help, or if he caught me in lying to him about some petty bullshit, or anybody really, like you said, once you burn your word, that's it. That's it. And that's the way it is.
I mean, with the podcast, if they would have ran that podcast any other way, he would have hung up and not come back.
Yep. You got it.
Yeah. They gave him enough rope to hang himself.
And he did, some people, man, when the liquor starts flowing, they got to talk about themselves. Like some people can't suck their own dick enough. And
don't you love how he puts in words?
You should live with the man. You should just live with the man.
So
I'm a lot.
Hey. Well, honestly, I wasn't planning on really doing a video myself. I was just going to do his. But the next morning, whenever I saw that it wasn't getting any traction at all, I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna do it my way. And I did not expect where it went. Honestly, I really didn't.
How many views did it wind up having?
Huh?
How many views did it wind up having?
Mine is sitting at 500,000. The one that Jolly Good Ginger did for me is over 1 million. So between the two of them, we have like 1.6 million right now.
That's insane.
It is insane. Yes. And yes, I did throw up the bat signal, as everybody says, for Jolly Good Ginger. But I didn't expect him to actually see it. But my followers went in there and just like tagged the shit out of him, like relentlessly. He probably woke up that next morning and was like, "What the fuck? Who is this bitch?" And I just didn't expect it. I really did not. I thought that it might get 100,000 views, because anytime I've done anything remotely related to the Moonshine community, it never goes anywhere. The same thing with any of my music stuff. It never goes anywhere. But whenever I'm petty, or whenever I'm doing Gen X stuff, why are you moving away? Whenever I'm being an asshole, that's whenever it reaches people. And I guess I must have been enough of an asshole in that video to where it just kind of took off. And I'm glad it did. I'm really glad it did, because I feel like it threw pressure on him. I blocked him. But I have all ideas that somebody screen recorded it or saved the video and sent it to him. And I feel like it might have shamed him into coming forward. At least he lied a lot.
Yeah.
But at least he still, was at least willing to be part of the podcast and willing to talk.
Well, I was kind of surprised that they actually took a lot of flack for that, because everybody was like, "Oh, we're gonna, make him say this or make him say that, but you can't. Like you guys said, you give him enough rope to hang himself.
Whenever you do it, people don't realize whenever you do an interview, you have to let the other person talk. You have to do an actual interview.
Yep.
A
You
person
can't just grade somebody off the bat.
You're right. And a person will tell you more about themselves if you let them speak than if you ask the question.
Absolutely.
Especially when people really like to talk about themselves.
Yep.
When you get that guy, man, and they're just, but like you didn't expect it to go viral, but and you say you didn't have a lot of success with like duet and moonshine stuff. This is bigger than moonshine, like this and I the calls. I think the calls, and when something ain't right, man, the internet gonna let you know, and it just ain't right. And if I was that dude, I would be doing whatever I need to do to get these men their money. I don't care what I had to do. I would, turn tricks, sell everything I got, whatever it takes, $1 at a time, come get some of Big Easy. But, be a man of your deal, man. Do what you got to do, man up and take care of your own. So. Yep.
Well, it's funny. Hooch was like, the beard is safe unless he goes out and gets a loan to cover the amount. And I was like, dude, this guy's credit score is in the negative. I don't know what you're talking about. The guy openly admitted he hadn't paid taxes in 20 years.
Openly on the internet. I ain't paid taxes in 20 years. Like, oh,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You ain't got a credit score, dude. It's like negative 200.
Yeah, that's like the dude who escaped from Alcatraz being like, hey, bro, I just got out of Alcatraz. Hit me up. It's crazy, man. Like, it's 40 now, Matt. It's inflation, man. That shit's double.
80 for him.
Yeah. But anyways, what you drinking on over there, Peach?
Oh, I'm on my... Hold on. I'll show you.
Oh, God.
We skipped that part. We got into the nitty gritty.
I'm on my car Bordeaux.
Mr. Real Deal's in the comment section.
I'm on my car Bordeaux. That's what my followers call this. It's car Bordeaux. It's fancy box wine from the Walmart.
So, hey, John, settle up, man, and everybody will see shit in a different light, and that's what it is.
Oh, hold on. Let me look at the comments.
If you've got an issue right now, just say it like it is, man. Tell it like it is, and everybody here, we're pretty well forgiving, second chance guys. All love and respect. So, be a man of your word and do your thing, and let us all know, man, and we will gladly tip our hats to you, bro. And that's what it is.
Dude, I was prepared to eat crow. I was prepared to eat a crow sandwich.
Everybody was. So
I was prepared to look at this man clean fucking shaven.
Yep.
And I haven't seen that since 1990.
I didn't want to see that.
Nobody wants to see that. So I love you, honey. I do, but I haven't seen you clean shaven since our wedding day.
That is the last time.
That is a fact. It'd be a little weird.
But hey, while you're here, John, I will say, knowing that you wasn't going to pay Josh in full and still letting Sturge put him in that situation, and knowing damn well you wasn't going to pay him, makes you a sorry sack of fucking shit. And I hope you come see me at the Hillbilly Gym. You're a punk bitch for that. And I'm going to call it like it is. That's bullshit. You knew damn well you wasn't going to pay that man all that money, and you let Sturge put something that's more important than you'll realize on the fucking line. And that's the way it went. And you laughed at him about it. Get your clippers ready. That's punk shit. You and I will never be boys, Mr. Miller. Ever. I don't care if you pay money. I don't care if you come grovel at my fucking feet. I don't expect that from nobody. You're a sack of shit, and I hope you get what's coming to you from whoever it is. Karma. And that's who it's going to be.
All I got to say about it is somebody might forgive you, but we will never forget it.
Oh, absolutely. The Moonshine community as a whole will never forget the situation.
If you were that bad of shape that you hadn't paid taxes in 20 years, you shouldn't have volunteered to be in charge of the money.
You know,
and be upfront and honest about it.
Yes.
You know, from the beginning. You know, I think there's a lot of forgiveness. With this community.
We're quick to forget.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We're
and I
quick
think
to look.
as long as somebody comes forward and says, "Okay, look, I fucked up. Here's the situation. I'm being upfront and honest about it. I don't have the money. I fucked up, but I will get the money. I will make it right." That would have been a whole lot better than being an asshole in the comments and blocking people and, you know, threatening to come to, you know, so-and-so's town to whoop their ass and, you know, I will turn you in and just all kinds of dumb shit in people's comment sections. That's not cool, man. It's not cool at all. There's a lot of forgiveness in this community whenever you're open and honest, but being a dick, it is not something that the majority of the Moonshine community is willing to do. And unfortunately, you know, for you, Mr. John Miller, if you're listening, you have no idea who I am, and I don't care to know who you are. Your business will suffer for it because there's a lot of people that probably had shit in their cart from you, and they'll never order. Never. And that's a shame because you probably had good shit.
You know, I imagine, you know, fucking Grain Kit make good liquor. I don't see why not, you know, like, and I'll be for real, man. Like, when you first hear him talk about his heritage, that shit's interesting, you know, just like anybody else that comes on the show, we always want to hear about you, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. That shit's awesome. When you could be a fucking peach, but instead you're a rotten fucking grape, that's a you problem.
Everybody in this community is all about supporting each other. You know, y'all order from each other all the fucking time. I can't tell you how many fucking packages we get.
Right.
Of shit I don't really need.
Of shit he don't fucking need.
But I want.
But he does it because A, he wants to support his fellow, you know, person in the community. And B, because he's an internet whore. He's just an order whore. Let's just be.
Pull Phil belly and order while you're drunk.
I looked at him dead in his face and I was like, "What the fuck? Really? Something else?"
I didn't buy it. Big Easy sent me this.
That's exactly what he said. He was like, "Easy's my friend."
It was free. It
was
free.
I call bullshit.
It was free.
Wasn't free.
Hey, you don't know what happened Saturday night, all right?
It probably cost us dignity. I know.
And you gotta have dignity to cost it. So
I have no dignity left.
That's right. You know, it's. I think.
Thank you, beautiful. I love you.
I think from here on out, man, we just need to get back to the way that it should be.
Yes.
You know, let's all just help each other. I mean, look at how many of us helped each other even start a business or had it grown, you know, or has it grown? You know, your business of yours has grown because of all this love and help and you know, and how many people do you like get a good deal on something? You call that person like, hey, bro, I got this deal on this. You want in on it? And you know, like Sean's messaging me all the time, or I'm messaging him, or the master's sending us shit like, check this out. You know what I'm saying? So,
oh yeah.
Well, okay. Now this is Damon. This is Elk Fork Distilling Company bourbon. This is Appalachian Hooch's bourbon. That's what I'm drinking on tonight.
It's pretty good shit.
Yeah, it is.
Really good stuff.
And also I have a bottle of Elk Fork wine. It's blackberry, and I've tasted it. It's sweet as hell. I can't do it all the time. It is so freaking sweet, but it's so delicious. I will drink this entire bottle. I will drink the entire damn bottle. So I'm saving it. Trying to save it and savor it.
So, you know, this is where we'll go from here with this, John. You know, you do you get your shit squared, and I'm sure we can all move on and go and love from then on out. So,
Absolutely.
be a man of your word. No problems there. You owe fucking Sturge an apology, though. And I'm going to shoot that straight right now. You owe Sturge a
Her
fucking
feelings are
apology.
hurt.
Yeah. I could see the pain in my man's eyes, and that hurt me.
Yep.
And that hurt me, but man of his word, man. So, from here on out, I won't have anything negative to say about you, Mr. Miller. You said you're going to do your thing. You do your thing. And when you get it squared, and I hope to God you get everything squared, then that's fine. Let us all know, and we will gladly, take it for what it is. And if not, then, we're done. We're just done. We're done talking about it. We're done speaking on it. So if you can do your thing, go ahead, Sean.
I was just gonna say, man, Sturge definitely give him the benefit of the doubt.
He did. Yep.
I've never seen anybody stand on the edge of a cliff before like that.
Yeah.
And that was one of those moments,
Mhm.
And for him to actually shave his beard off yesterday, I shed a little bit of a tear for him.
We spoke to him. We spoke to him beforehand, and he confided in us. We're all boys, and we know that it was more than just a beard that starts. That's his identity, and that's what he loved, man. Well, things happen, Mr. Miller. Just get it right. Get it right and be a man of your word. But you knew damn well that you didn't have all the money to give Josh, but you still let Sturge believe that you had it in full and you was paying him.
Yep.
You had to do.
I wanted to shave my beard. I wanted to be wrong.
I was prepared to lay down with a mole rat, y'all.
Yeah. All you had to do was be like, look, man, I got $3,000. I'm sending it to him. I'm working my ass off. I'll get it to him. That's fucking respectable.
Right.
That's respectable. I'm doing everything I can.
Been mad at that.
Not at all.
Been upset at that.
Shit happens, But and hopefully you learn some life lessons out of this, on how to deal with a fellow man,
Look, all it is if you fucked up, you messed up. You apologize and you make it right. You own your mistakes.
Yep, that's it.
You don't keep lying to cover the lie.
And shit talking.
And shit talking in the comment section.
That's my thing. It's not even the fact that you're continuing to lie. It's the fact that you're shit talking people that question you.
Yeah.
With very good reason.
I was not upset till I went to Hazard Fest and Josh told me he hadn't got a dime.
Yeah.
That's when I texted every one of you guys, and you all know it, that day.
Yep.
Josh hasn't got a dime. What are we going to do about it?
Sometimes you got to speak up for the voiceless. And
then I called Richard to ask about Craig.
He was on the phone with Richard for an hour and a half.
Yep. Me and Richard have been talking a lot lately. But we're trying to keep up on the situation.
Yeah, because Craig's mouth is still wired shut, ain't it?
I'm pretty sure.
It's been wired shut since what, April?
Yeah.
Because it was wired shut during Hillbilly Jam.
Yep.
Let's be for real here, man. Like $10,000 ain't $1 million fucking dollars.
No, it's not.
No, you know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing: $10,000 is a power bill.
Yep.
$10,000 is a phone bill. $10,000 is groceries. $10,000 is a car payment.
Yep.
You're damn right.
People and honest to goodness, and I know I'm gonna sound like an asshole right now, but there were people in my comment section that really pissed me the fuck off. That said, why in the fuck are you speaking up about somebody that is on a fucking TV show? Do you have any idea how much these people make off this TV show? Not enough.
It's our job to speak for the voiceless.
Not enough.
Whether it's because they're in an agreement, they can't speak for themselves, they're disabled and can't speak for themselves. It's your job as a solid, great human being to stand up and do what's right for your fellow man, because it's all about karma. You do well, you do right by that man beside you, or that woman beside you, or that child beside you, then it's going to come back to you in full and 10 times fold, whether it's good or bad. Your choice is what it's going to come back as. So,
yep.
But what set me off was when John said, and I could probably bring it back on the live or whatever, that Josh would blow the money the next day. I said, it's his money to blow. He could burn it in the front yard. It's his money.
You damn right.
I don't care what he does with it. It's his money.
It doesn't matter.
We all come out of our pockets, even people that probably didn't have the money to do it, to help these guys out.
Yep. And as I say, like
a community and a brotherhood, we all do the same thing.
You're right. And to elaborate on my point, like it's only 10 grand. It's not $1 million. Like Peach was saying, it doesn't matter if it's 10 grand or $1 million. It's 10 grand to somebody is like $1 million to somebody else, and it's just not right. So, hopefully, and he's just going to blow it. That's just somebody excuses for why they didn't give him the money. It doesn't matter why. Ain't your money.
A lot of people don't realize these guys do not get paid unless their episode airs.
Correct.
So if they're not working, they're not getting paid.
Yeah.
Right.
And let's be for real. How many of those people that are on the show have real full-time jobs just to make ends meet still?
Just about every one of them have another job.
A lot of them do.
Yep.
Hell, Jerry Benson fucking works full-time.
Yep. Started a steel building company, correct? Started Maggie Valley Steel Building Company,
And he was working full-time before that.
Yeah,
he's been on the show since what, day one?
Well, for the last 5 years. But anyway, he was working in an RV repair dealership.
People think just because you're on TV, you're rich. It don't work like that, man. No. We all need help sometimes.
And Josh has kids he's got to take care of and stuff like that, And I'm sure Craig was not making a lot of money on the show anyway. He needs every dime he can get. He can't do anything right now.
He's still in a wheelchair.
Not in a wheelchair, but he's still in bad shape.
The last
Josh is half in a wheelchair and half able to walk.
The last I saw, he was in a wheelchair, so I misspoke. I apologize.
It happens, but make a mistake.
You were wrong.
Oh, that shit.
I did not say I was wrong. I said I misspoke.
Okay.
Hey, that sounded like close to me, man.
It was close enough. I'll take it.
Let it roll.
I don't think we're going to get into that.
We can edit it out.
I don't think we're going to get into that. If
Thanks, John.
I tell you what, John, you get those guys their money, and we will have you back. We will have you on the podcast, and that's what it is. You pay those guys, you could come on here and
absolutely everything is made right. All of
yes.
Like my opinion is, if he gets the money to him, I'll forget he exists, but I won't forget what happened.
Never,
That's about it.
So it's just that's what it is, and that's my word. That's my word. You get it right, we'll gladly have you on here, and there won't be no arguing or drama. That's not how we get down.
Exactly.
I came a little out of character earlier. I apologize, but sometimes shit's got to go down the way it does. And, but that's what it takes. So
next subject. What's going on, guys?
What are you drinking on, Easy?
Not a whole lot tonight. Let's see what I got around here. I got some of Hyde's peach pie.
Oh, nice. I know what Sean's drinking.
Sean, I plugged your damn berry shit because it's delicious.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here, but I appreciate it.
I mean, I had some.
Look. I'll say this: it's drinkable.
Actually, I stand by the statement. Let me clear this. I stand by what I said earlier.
Well, it's the only thing I've ever drank that Sean actually made.
That's a good one, Bennett. That's a fucking good one.
Why are y'all friends with this guy? He's such an asshole.
Have you divulged into our group chat ever?
I mean, honesty is the best policy, right?
So, he's an asshole, Sean's a piece of shit, and I'm a dumbass. It's a pretty good combo.
What does that make me that I'm hanging out with the three of you?
I mean, we just talk shit to each other all day long, every day.
Yeah.
I was waiting to hear his answer, but you kept talking.
Okay, go ahead.
I already forgot your question.
I said, if y'all are assholes, dipshits, and whatever, what does that make me since I'm hanging out with the three of you?
Blind.
Pretty dumb, actually.
Okay, I'll take that. Blind, I'll take that. I'll take blind.
I mean,
Damn,
you
hit her
can tell
hard.
she's blind. She's been with me for 25 years.
Shut the
I
hell
figured.
up.
I figured her vision wasn't 20/20 anymore.
It damn
So.
sure wasn't.
It probably wasn't ever was. So
Y'all are so rude to each other.
I rescued her from the trailer park.
let me explain to you how this works. You know,
She was a rescue.
it is your buddy's job to bust your balls to the point where if a lady sees it, they're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you'd say that to them." That's our job. That's how we spread love. We spread love through not hate, but it's tough love. It's real hard love.
All right,
So
that comment.
you
You
did
know-
right, Tom. She is the smartest person in this room. That's
Well,
not setting
yeah,
the bar
I mean,
real
that's-
high.
That's
But,
hands
you know.
down. I mean, you know.
You know, even though he's gonna be an asshole, I gotta drink some of that fine apple brandy.
I'm just screaming.
Where'd you get that fine apple brandy at?
From you.
Oh, okay, okay.
It ain't mixed with that Jimmy Red, is it?
No, it ain't.
No, that's the pure apple brandy there. And that actually, look, I'm not tooting my own horn, but that turned out good.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
it did.
that. That's a good brandy. Good apple brandy.
Where's the recipe come from?
I wonder where that recipe came from. Where's Tater at?
You
Not
hear
in here.
hillbilly hog?
Hillbilly Hog.
He's probably toked a few.
That
He's
is
good.
almost his whole recipe. You know he ain't gonna give out every bit of it.
Mm-mm.
But that's the result of cold mashing, not cooking stuff.
With electric, right?
With electric and no folded bottom either.
How many times did you overflow your worm?
Actually, 0. Maybe it's that sealed worm does better than that open worm.
Maybe Sean needs a sealed worm. Hook the shotgun up, Sean.
Well, look, when he was testing his steel, he overflowed the whole thing.
You overflowed the whole still, like out
Yeah, he said,
over the
I wonder
thing?
how long it'd take to heat up, and then he overflowed. And I said, well, that's an hour longer because you put 30 more gallons in it.
And never steamed because there wasn't no damn headroom in it.
There was none.
It was just puking the whole time.
I'm just a flavor person.
Look,
That's all I do.
look there, Tennessee Texan. There ain't no way I'm getting last place, son. Oh, it's like somebody said, y'all got
it's
y'all
time-
got-
it's
y'all
time
got-
for me to exit the conversation.
y'all got
because
big shoes to fill on that.
Y'all are talking about shit that I have no idea about. So
I don't think we know half of what we're talking about most of the time. So
No,
you're
it's okay.
just right
Wait,
on
stay
full.
here.
I have to go to the bathroom.
So, Pete, you ever run liquor before you run to the bathroom?
Actually, she's my best steel hand I've ever had.
I watch his shit whenever he goes check chickens. That's pretty much it. And then I flavor stuff after the fact.
Now look, if you'll have my apple pie, lemonade, or anything, this is it right here.
I don't make shit.
Well,
Don't
I make him happy.
she keeps my
that's a full time job in itself, I'd imagine.
Reference the shirt. Reference the
Yeah.
shirt.
she keeps my man parts empty and my belly full.
All right.
I
Yeah,
gotta
you-
exit on that.
You might as well
I
go
gotta
to the
go.
restroom now.
Sorry,
So-
I'm sorry.
So who's judging that fiasco you guys are having?
What are
Well,
y'all
we're
talking
still looking
about?
for judges, but I'm not allowed to pick any of them. I guess.
Fill me in. What are we talking about here?
We're having a apple brandy contest,
Nice.
and it's me and Hooch and Tennessee Texan and Bean.
Did you tell Hooch he's not allowed to use any vintners?
Oh no! We told Hooch he's not allowed to use his favorite thing, glycerin.
Oh,
That was rude.
That's how he makes all of his liquor drinkable.
Little glycerin goes a long way, man.
He likes it for the mouthfeel.
that ain't the only mouthfeel thing he likes, I bet.
You said it.
Good one. Dropping them hard tonight, huh?
Well, I just got to, shift the momentum away from me.
Please
Yeah.
do. Shift it away from me too. Let's put it on Hooch or
Gotcha.
somebody.
You got to. So
But no, I made some apricot brandy and aged it and took it to the Help a Vet Shine benefit. And Mr. Landry in the comments there, he really liked it. So it was pretty good. I aged it a year in a bourbon barrel. I know y'all don't like aged stuff up there, but it was pretty good.
So why would you ruin a brandy like that?
That's the way I like it, son. I like to put wood in everything I can.
Yeah, me too. That's how I got kids.
Oh,
I'm
like
just
that.
terrible at pulling it back out.
I don't even own a couch that pulls out. This turned into a shit show, right?
It already has. Yep.
We love all y'all, man.
Hey,
Anybody
man, we've been
listening?
48 minutes, so
Yeah. Hey, we love all y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. Thanks, Damon. We appreciate y'all coming in and chilling. We had a few things to get off our chest, and I believe that's done.
Yep.
Now we're just going to get back to how it is, man. We got people on. We're going to talk liquor, and
exactly.
So as a matter of fact, Bennett, barrel or chunks or spirals.
You can't recreate a barrel.
Time.
I mean, you can use all the welfare wood you want. I just don't think it gives the same flavor.
I don't. It's amazing. I love how it can change your flavor profiles.
Come on,
yeah. I'm stuttering over here, man.
Okay, Mr. Bourbon Guy, call them tasting notes.
All right, tasty notes. All right, there you go, tasty notes. Now I feel refined, but it's. I like it. There you go. I like how it can.
Amanda tried my apricot too, and she really liked it too.
Yeah, all I got was apple brandy mixed with some Jimmy Red.
Well, I didn't give you the good stuff.
I got old jar apple brandy.
And it's not it. I mean, it's not anything you did. It's just that Jimmy Red, man.
That Jimmy Red just didn't do it for me.
It's an Asian liquor. It's an earthy Asian liquor.
I mean, Bean made a red, white, and blue with that Jimmy Red, and I told him I thought it was the blue corn that I didn't like, but I come to find out it's that Jimmy Red I didn't like. It was clear.
Yeah. Blue. I like that blue corn. Old JJ in here. He's got that legal bottle out with the malted blue corn.
Yeah,
love it.
Now I don't believe it's the blue corn that I didn't like.
I don't believe it either. The blue's got so much more sweetness. Yeah, it was definitely that earthy red.
But now I did take that Jimmy Red apple that I did, and I put all of it into a 5-gallon barrel.
Nice. That's the best thing. I feel that's the best thing you could have done with it was.
I'm gonna wait a year and see how it tastes.
I hope it tastes like peanut butter apples.
Well, if anybody's near popcorn jam next year, that's when we're going to open it up. So that'll be good.
I look
Never been there.
You save me a bottle for the jam.
I will not be at Hillbilly Jam next year.
What?
I'll go ahead and say that.
All right, stop in and see me in my hotel.
Oh yeah, I got you.
So, are you not going to the one in February or the one in July?
No, I will not go to the one in July.
But you are going to be there in February.
If everything worked out, chickens, timing, and everything, I'll be there in February.
Nice.
And we're having a New Year's get together here at my house. So if anybody's interested in that.
Maybe.
So, but anyway, my wife has a big show New Year's Eve. And, she's a, lead singer in a cover band. So she has a big show New Year's Eve. And then we're going to have a little party here New Year's Day.
Hell yeah. So do you guys store your yeast in the refrigerator?
I store mine in the closet.
Yeah, I just throw it on the shelf, man.
Yeah, I've got some I wound up throwing in the freezer a while back, but
I've used yeast that was 2 years old.
Now, see, I use mine. Yeah. I mean, I buy the 22 pounds at a time.
You get that big old Datey block.
The big old Datey block, and you can actually get a big. You can actually get a big old Fleshman's bread yeast block too. So
we have to find a Saf Instant block.
Yep.
Yeah, no shit.
So, did you just invite half of the Moonshine community to our house?
Yes,
I believe it was over half.
I invited them. It was me. I invited them.
We got to get some more air mattresses.
Well, man, I'm not inviting them to spend the night. I'm inviting them New Year's Day.
Okay, so
Oh wait, hold on. I thought it was New Year's Eve for the party.
That's why he said
they're
Eve,
coming
not
for New Year's Eve for the party.
I heard New Year's Eve party, and now it's day. Like I ain't gonna be functionable on New Year's Day.
Hold on. Let me rethink this.
He done messed up.
Okay, bring your sleeping bag or your air mattress and come on. Okay.
Bring your campers. Bring your trucks. Bring whatever you got.
Bring your RV.
Bring your RVs. Bring
We got 100. We got 150 acres. We can do it.
We're uncut here. What's said is said.
Apparently, we're having Shine Fest.
You should have never went away. You should have never went away.
I shouldn't have.
It's your fault.
It's my fault. I have a
fault.
weak bladder. What can I say? I have 2 kids. I don't know what
He
to
knew.
do.
He waited you. He waited you out. So
I know. He did.
I've been waiting you out for years.
You
Wearing you down, baby.
wore me down.
broken.
Damn.
Anyway,
I walk away for 5 minutes.
What's the next subject?
I walk away for 5 minutes.
Next
What's
subject,
Lucky's?
please. Next subject, please.
What's Lucky's?
It's Lucky's Burger and Tap. It's about 30 minutes from me. It's our hometown bar, and it's a fucking party, man. It's a fucking party. I can't.
Burger.
Worst burgers in town.
No, worst burger in town is the slogan, but
yeah, but they have
actually,
great food.
They actually have the best bar food I've ever had.
Yeah, it's really good. Their fried
After you
pickles
drank
are
enough, it
ain't
don't
gonna
matter
matter
where it's at. It's the best burger you ever had.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean, if you're drunk, you'll eat anything, really.
you're damn right. Best burger you had when you're drunk. Dude, this is the greatest thing I've ever eaten. Let me get
they
another
even
one.
have this little thing called a corn dog nugget.
Nice.
It's not a corn dog nugget. What is it? It has a
I had corn dog nuggets when I was in
no,
school.
it's not a corn dog nugget. It's something with
Yeah.
Probably a corn nugget. Got whole corn in it. Maybe some
It
cheese
does.
deep
It
fried
has
together.
whole corn. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know.
Of course I do. I'm fat as shit. You know,
It's
look
fucking
at that corn
delicious.
nuggets. You damn right they are.
They're
I'm just
fucking
saying,
delicious.
I'd probably eat a human toe if it was deep fried in the right batter.
But anyway, it's only
I didn't know.
it's only $7 admission, 4-hour show. She puts on a hell of a show.
That's not so for New Year's Eve.
Oh, $10.
New Year's Eve, I think it's more expensive
We
because
don't care.
we charge more for
Hey,
that.
as long as it's $20, we're set. $20, $20.
Oh, you're so
Let's
sweet.
be for real. If all of us shiners roll in at the same time, we're probably not making it out of the parking lot.
Probably not.
But 3 hours of passing jars, another hour of shooting shit. And
But if
then,
anybody
it's
wants
over.
to know, Ashburn, North Carolina has a Hampton Inn right across the street from the bar.
Absolutely.
Nice.
It's directly across the street. Directly across the street. And they
I'm
have a
sleeping
pool,
on your
I think.
couch.
It ain't gonna matter in January.
Inside.
Oh, they have an indoor pool.
I
Okay.
think so. I think they have an indoor pool.
But anyway,
But we have plenty of room.
I get to take a break now.
Oh,
All
so
right.
you got to pee.
I get a pee break now. Look, I'm
No.
46, okay?
Now it's Peach's turn to invite the internet to a party. So when's the other party?
That's the only party I know of. We have a show this weekend.
Where are you guys playing at this weekend?
Lucky's.
Nice. Y'all gonna have to mail me a cheeseburger.
I would, but it might not. It might not make the trip for you.
Make sure you just order it from McDonald's. It'll make it.
This is a fact. That's a fact.
It'll look the same, smell the same.
Tastes
It'll be
the
just-
same.
It'll be just as warm as when
Didn't I see a video of somebody?
You did.
actually-
like 15-year-old cheeseburgers
Yes!
and fries that look like you could just eat them right there.
It
Now, I'm not
was
gonna lie, I
lame.
probably would have. Like, bro, I gotta try it. Like, it's 15 years old. We've seen the smell. We passed all the other tests. Now, what's it taste like? Like, I gotta know what it tastes like.
I
It's
want to know what's on the inside of a Twinkie. I want to know.
I got a terrible joke that I'm not rolling with.
Same.
I was gonna say, won't you tell your husband later? Damn, you're in the wrong place, Peach. Bring Bennett back in here. don't ever go through our chat. Don't ever go through our group chat.
I would never.
I'm just saying, like, don't ever let him read some of it to you.
Look, it cannot be worse than my band chat. My band chat is ridiculous. I'm in a
That
band.
water's cold and deep too.
How do you know? Did you stick your finger in it?
I laid down on the toilet.
He sat down without the seat up.
Exactly.
He stuck his finger in it. Let's be honest.
He sat down to pee so he wouldn't pee on the floor and get yelled at, and he didn't put the seat down.
He still would have to put his finger in it.
Hey, you don't know till you put your finger in it.
That's right.
So, hey, Bennett, Peach wants to know what's inside a Twinkie.
I'll show her later.
My man. See, it's a lot better with him back.
I gotta go. I can't with y'all. Hey, Easy, I really am sorry that every single birthday I miss.
All right, hey, you got shows to put on. It's fine.
I do.
Hey, I tell
But
you,
at least you let me go.
I'm honored. I'm honored, and you know, I'm beside myself every time. You know.
Okay, Easy. How surprised were you this year, really?
I was more surprised than he was earlier today. You know, like they rolled. I didn't think they was coming. You know, and I'm just like, man, I ain't gonna be the same without Hooch and Stacy and Bennett. And I'm out in the yard. You know, it's like 50 degrees. I'm out there in shorts and a cutoff, sweating, and they roll up, man, and hell yeah, I am Tennessee, and they roll up and he's just like, hey, what you did? I seen him, man. I about cried right there, man. It brought a tear to my eye. I was just like, holy shit, it got out, man. I couldn't hug them hard enough.
Let me tell you, we called each other, me and Hooch called each other Thursday and was like, just take the time off, Hooch. Let's roll up on Saturday and surprise him.
You know, and he's like, man, spent 16 hours in the car just to come here, man.
And I love you, brother. I will do it anytime.
So next year, like, so I'm being for real. This is my birthday party is turning into an Ohio Moonshine Festival. 2 years ago, we had 10 guys. This year, we had 25 guys. So I think I'm doing it the last weekend of September next year. I don't see any festivals going on there, and it's right before it gets real cold. And we might throw in a still building class. If I get Sean's dad up here to put it on. And
does that mean we're getting a leprechaun next year?
Maybe, man, maybe.
Yes.
So, hey, we're gonna have a good time, man. If you're in the area, you love people, you feel free to stop on out, man. There's hotels within 5 minutes of here, or bring a trailer, RV, tent, truck.
Look,
whatever.
Our hotel was less than 5 minutes. It was great.
Yeah, like, y'all had a good time, and then it didn't take you long to get to where you needed to go.
Well, I mean, you know, you're drunk enough, you'll sleep anywhere most of the time.
Yeah, Spence.
Yeah, I've slept in some bad places.
That's a Ben's thing.
I'm still not as bad as Bean, though. I'm gonna tell you that. He sleeps anywhere.
As long as you don't maul down a grill and blame a grizzly bear, I think you're good.
Yep.
So
who done that?
Bean and Maggie Valley.
Oh yeah, he took the grill out at our cabin.
Yeah, so we was
with a vehicle, or
no, like he walked into it. He didn't see it, wiped it out. Hey, we'll say a little alcohol was involved, maybe.
And then he burned all the liquor, you know, because the cops came.
I have no idea what you should.
That's because Philbilly called the cops and left.
Yeah. That's what I was going to ask. Was it Philbilly's moonshine?
Well,
trying to start the fire.
Go on the fire.
I think it was everybody's. But
I was asleep.
Look,
me
and Mom here were asleep, and the kids were playing.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's what they call it.
My mom and Pop were asleep, and the kids were playing. And I woke up, and there was no liquor left in the house.
Did you think they drank it all?
No.
No,
I saw the vidges before I even got out of bed.
Oh, okay. They told on themselves.
Yeah, we saw Shua.
Absolutely.
We saw Shua burning his 190 on video.
I'm texting him as soon as we get off this podcast.
Hey, I'm sure there'll be some texting going on. But
Hey, I love Shua. Shula's my buddy.
Look, I love Shula. I do. I really do.
I love all
I love
y'all,
everybody.
man.
I swear to God, I love every single person in this Moonshine community. I swear to God, every single person that I have met, and I'm not a part of the Moonshine community. I'm just married to a fucking shiner. I'm
retired, but she's married to me still.
I love every single person in this community because everybody is just so fucking real. Everybody in this community is just fucking real. And it's amazing to me to be among so many people that are willing to put their real selves out there.
Yeah, like
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you see a lot more realness. I know exactly what you mean. People
he's fake.
Aren't afraid to be themselves.
He's not fake. He's just always late.
He's retired.
Who? Who? You see that a lot, man. There's so many people. We're just not afraid to be ourselves, and that doesn't.
He's real. He's just always late. That's all it is. He's just
real
always
late.
Look,
I'll tell you something.
He'll get along with my mom real well.
I love Sean. Me and him have talked more in the last week than we ever have.
Yeah,
we've been learning something new together.
You've been learning how much of a dumbass I am.
Yeah,
I already knew that.
And I'm learning how much I don't know.
You probably could text a lot better people than me.
I would rather take your advice than about 99.9% of other people.
I would tell you that me and Sean are in a lot of group messages with people, and there's always a lot of learning going on between that little group of people. Like, what was it? Yesterday, we had a all-day conversation with JJ because Sean saw some cool shit that he had a question about. So we're just going back and forth and what if and this and that. We're just all learning together, man, and it's a good time.
But I mean, we talk trash all day long. Every day
we do. That's what you're supposed to do.
But we still can go to each other and ask a question. You're going to catch shit for it.
Oh yeah.
But you eventually get an answer.
Oh yeah, like fucking Sean's Noah's Ark. Done survive more floods than Noah, and
y'all are so mean to each other. I swear to God. That's the one thing that
Hey, look, the good thing was that Sean didn't have to proof down his liquor. It was already proofed.
Bucket proof. Nice.
Mean. Y'all are so mean to each other. So
I can't argue something that's true.
Yeah, damn right.
God, it's like an episode of Mean Girls, only y'all are mean guys.
That's right.
Hey, look, Easy one time got a jar of Jerry Benson's liquor because I made a mistake.
I don't remember that, but
Sean got it, right?
Yeah.
Pineapple.
Okay. He said, "This is pretty good liquor. What is it?" I said, "I fucked up. That's Jerry Benson's liquor."
Is that whenever we went up there and you ran it?
Yes.
Oh.
That was look. I'm gonna tell you something. That was a highlight of my life. Getting to run 150-gallon steel.
Yeah.
That was a great experience.
Yes. You never forget when you hit them triple digits.
That was.
I ran 150-gallon steel. Got 15 gallons of 180 off of that steel.
And we spent 3 hours cleaning jars and
3 hours cleaning jars and jarring.
Okay, every second was.
That was my vacation.
Yeah, that was my vacation.
That was my vacation.
Sound like a good vacation to me.
Yeah.
So, in case you don't know, Bennett is about to comment from purgatory. So he's speaking from purgatory at the moment. He's not quite alive, but he's not quite dead. Peach is putting him in.
Hey, look, every one of y'all take bets. Every one of y'all take bets every day, whether I'm dying that day or not.
So I've got a question.
You seem to pull through most of the time. So,
does everybody here know the whole saw story?
Oh, you talking about where I almost cut my balls off?
I heard this secondhand, and I don't want to be a part of it.
It was brutal. Do not, PSA, do not sit on a barrel while you're trying to drill it out with a hole saw.
Unless it's plastic.
Hey, look! It was a discounted sex change. Okay,
that's right.
I didn't have to steal $19,000 for it.
Jesus Christ! You fucking beat me to it. That's a good one, Sean. That's a good one.
I'm gonna send you a case of Bud Light.
I'll drink it.
Hey, you know, you could have asked Janet, but you did it yourself. Okay.
Free beer's free beer. Sometimes you got to know what's on the other side of the fence to know if you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know.
Hey, look.
And if you don't like it the first time, you got to try it a second time just to make sure.
We've all been there.
It's a joke. Okay. I'm just trying to make you feel better. Okay.
There ain't no making it feel. Hey, I survived.
I've never tried to cut my balls off with a hole saw. Okay.
I didn't try. All right, it wasn't intentional. It wasn't unintentional about
it. Just jumped up and bit me.
It fucking did, man.
What was the intent, though?
He's like me. He's fat and out of shape, and he sat on the barrel because he didn't want to stand up.
Yeah, I'm drilling holes in a barrel to turn into a moonshine still, so we can weld barrels on it. And so I'm straddling it because bending over hurts my back. Big and fat, and so I'm sitting there and I'm drilling it, and then all of a sudden the drill bit it just hops out and it grabs on my shorts and it runs up my shorts, and it didn't feel right. You damn right. That's exactly what I said.
It's stinging.
And so I'm like, man, I'm all right. And Phil Billy's like, bro, go up in the garage and check. And so I go up in his garage, pull my pants down, and it's just blood. And my junk looks like hamburger. And I'm like, and I freak the hell out. and so, I go out like, bro, I got to go to the hospital. And the hospital's 15 minutes away. So I hop in my Jeep and drive to the hospital 100 miles an hour. And I get there and I go inside. Like, what's wrong? I'm like, I cut my balls off with a hole saw. Oh, I got to cut my balls off with a hole saw. And so they get me right back there, and I'm laying there, and they bring like 30 doctors in. They're all in here, and and I'm laying there, and I'm butt ass naked. They pull it back, and they get to looking, and they start washing it off. Yeah, they bring in the microscopes and shit.
They start taking pictures and laughing. And...
Oh yeah, like I'm surprised.
You were a case study, right, for class?
Oh, I'm cool with that.
You're going to be in every class from now on.
You are an absolute case study for every single.
That's fine,
class.
And then I'm all George Costanza, like I was in the pool. Shrinking. And so and then they get me all cleaned up, and they're like, all right, well, it's just you got a gash about that big. And I was like, that's it? Like, no shit. And he's like, yeah, it's just about like that. And he's like, we can sew it or we can glue it. And I'm like, man, glue me up, bro. Like, like it's art class. Glue me up. And they glued me up. And I went home and, everything healed up all good. And I'm sitting there and like getting dressed in the morning and my drawers is getting snagged on something. And I'm like, I know it ain't me because, that motherfucker turtles in. I ain't got to worry about it getting snagged on me. It's getting snagged on something else. And I'm all like, what the hell is that? And so, I get a flashlight and I bend over. And if you don't know if you're fat, when you bend over, it's hard to breathe and you about die.
Did you grab a flashlight and a magnifying glass?
Yeah, I got you. You got to have one with the other.
Yeah. What I taped the flashlight to the magnifying glass. I'm like MacGyver. I'm like a hillbilly MacGyver.
We need to build a magnifying glass with a flashlight in it.
Yeah, like I'm redneckery. That's what it's all about. And so I get to looking, man. I got a piece of stainless steel stuck in my ball sack that's been catching on my drawers, and it must have been inside in my body because your body will push metal out. You get metal in your body, will push it out, and it looks gnarly as hell. And me, I grab it, motherfucker, like and I squeeze it. And like a big old piece of stainless steel comes out, and I'm just like, holy fucking shit. I'm part goddamn Terminator. Like, I'm a fucking exoskeleton and shit.
All I'm going to say is, I will keep Noah's Ark afloat.
You damn right. Keep that shit afloat. And I got that out, and all I could see was the stainless steel, Joseph. There wasn't nothing else to see. It was just stainless steel and some balls. Damn. And it was terrible, and I survived. And so PSA, never sit anywhere close to a fucking saw with your junk in that area.
Nope.
You're welcome.
It's one of those life lessons that you have to learn, right?
You should actually be.
You're going to be on every OSHA video from now on.
I'm cool with that, what not to do.
The real reason they call you Big Easy.
Hey, Why do you think I make how-to videos to show people what not to do?
It's easier that way.
You're
They're
right.
smarter that way.
It's gonna be one of those infomercials, what not to do.
Look, it's just gonna be a short story, okay?
Super short. It was definitely over in a flash. That's for damn sure.
Okay, now's a good time to plug our new podcast coming out. Right?
Yeah, y'all go. Oh shit!
Although I don't.
We are going to be starting a podcast with just the two of us
at some point. Some point, I have to get real podcasting equipment. I talked to a guy that is on the tube of the U's. I can say YouTube on YouTube.
Yep.
But on the TikTok, I can't say that word.
Yeah, they quote a video.
But at some point, we will be starting our own. But I talked to a guy who's on YouTube. His name is Relarious.
That's awesome.
Real, Larius. He's pretty fucking funny. I'm 6 degrees from Justin Danger Noble. Just gonna throw that out there.
Nice.
I mean, she's the famous one. She's the pretty one. She's one everybody wants to see anyway.
It's because I have boobs, and you don't.
I mean, I got boobs.
Yeah, I don't.
You just don't enhance.
You just lied. Like, I've seen them. They're pretty nice.
He's seen them.
You should put them in a cup that enhances them, lifts them up.
Push up. You milkshake.
My
Brings
milkshake
all the boys
brings all
to the yard.
and they're
Hey,
like,
look, Ron is correct though. You can't be called uncut anymore.
You're damn right.
no.
He can't.
So eventually we will start our own podcast, and it's just gonna be funny shit. It's not gonna be anything serious. But yeah, so that's gonna be fun. I'm drunk a little bit. You want to take advantage of me later?
There you go.
Got to show her that Twinkie.
She's gonna get the answer, huh?
You won't get the answer. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
3.
About 5 seconds.
3.
30 seconds if we're going to cuddle too.
The cuddle's got to be at the beginning.
Yeah, it needs to be at the beginning because I'm asleep afterward.
That's foreplay. Jesus. We're going to let y'all get out of here, man. Y'all been here long enough. Mr. and Mrs. Bennett Peach, we
love you guys.
We love all y'all, man. We appreciate y'all being on here. When y'all get that podcast
my husband, I appreciate
up
y'all.
and going, hey, somebody's got to help you out a little bit. So, I do the Lord's work.
What the fuck?
So,
I love you guys.
Oh, fuck. So, that's what it is, man. We love all y'all. And so, if Bennett's got a black eye tomorrow, we know why. But, hey, we're on Apple Podcasts now. Check us out.
Are you really?
Yep.
No,
it wasn't easy. They made me jump through a million fucking hoops.
With that?
We had some other things going on. That's secondary.
Bruh.
But anyways, we thank y'all for being here. I hope y'all have a great night. And I hope that we hope we entertained y'all and y'all got the answers you sought. So
yep.
And if y'all need anything, message us. Check out Bennett. We
got some of the answers anyway.
Now y'all are the Bennetts. Check out the Bennetts on TikTok, man. Their content's amazing. At least one of them is.
That'd be
on
me.
your left. On your left.
That'd be me.
Oh man.
That'd be me.
So
that's the only reason y'all invited me is because you wanted her. Okay,
that's right. And we just kept you here for the good banner. Always good for the banner. So.
I love
y'all.
All right. Y'all have a good night, man. We'll see y'all next Monday, 9:00.
Shine on.
I never know who's going to be here.
Fellas, shine on.
Love all y'all.